If the act of climbing stairs now makes you feel so exhausted, your knees hurt, and perhaps even a little defeated, stick with me, because I'm about to reveal only three essential exercises, just three, that can help you climb stairs with the power and ease of someone 20 years younger. I've seen this transformation hundreds of times in different studies. And in this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly what those three exercises are, and more importantly, why they are the only ones you need. If you're over the age of 60, getting started on these today isn't optional. It's crucial for your mobility and independence. And make sure you stay until the very end, because I'm going to share a simple, almost embarrassingly easy trick, a biomechanical cheat code, that has helped countless patients virtually eliminate their knee and hip pain when navigating those dreaded steps. Now, let's get into the deep dive. Before we jump into the fixes, we have to understand the core problem. Why does stair climbing become a monumental task as we age? It boils down to a word that sounds straight out of a medical textbook: sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is just a fancy clinical term for the natural progressive loss of muscle mass and strength that starts surprisingly early, around age 30. But here's the unsettling truth. After age 50, that muscle loss accelerates dramatically. We're not talking about a little bit of muscle. We're talking about the fundamental strength in your quads, your glutes, your hips, the very engine needed to lift your entire body weight up vertically. When that engine loses horsepower, the stairs win. But here is the good news, the medical breakthrough, the ray of hope. This decline is not inevitable. Research, crystal clear and undeniable, shows that we can not only halt but actually reverse sarcopenia with one simple, powerful approach: progressive strength training. PST. Think of your body like a vintage bicycle. If you let it sit in the garage, the chain rusts, the pedals stiffen, the tires deflate. It's sluggish and impossible to ride. PST is your tune-up. You're oiling the chain. You're adjusting the gears. You are signaling to your muscles, your physiological hardware, that they are needed, that they have a job to do. In my practice, I've seen 70-year-olds start bounding upstairs again. They look at me and they say, "Doc, I haven't done that since my 40s. It's pure muscle science and it works." So, enough theory. You understand the why. Now, let's get into the how. Are you ready to strengthen the three muscle groups that are non-negotiable for stair domination? Get ready. We start with exercise number 1. The two biggest muscles you need for ascending and descending a step are your quadriceps, the massive muscles on the front of your thigh, and your gluteal muscles, your powerhouse posterior. The quads extend the knee and the glutes extend the hip. That's the action of propelling yourself up. We can target both of these simultaneously and safely with the slow sit stand. Find a stable chair. No swivel chairs, please. Scoot right to the edge. Plant your feet shoulder width apart, and this is key. Move your feet back slightly so they're behind your knees. This positions your center of gravity perfectly. Safety options. Option 1. Cross your arms over your chest or hold them out. Option 2, if balance is a concern, use the armrests or the seat to assist slightly. Ready? Push up. Contract those quads and glutes hard. Stand up relatively quickly. This builds power and speed, which is what you need for a quick step up. Now, the magic happens on the way down. Look back, reach for the chair, and slowly, excruciatingly slowly, lower yourself back down until you sit. Count to 4 on the way down. 4, 3, 2, 1, sit. This slow descent is called the eccentric phase of the movement. Your muscles are lengthening while contracting. And guess what? Exercise science confirms that this eccentric contraction is the fastest, most effective way to build muscle mass and strength. This is where the stair climbing strength is truly forged. The big mistake: I see people rocking forward using momentum, kind of cheating the move. Don't do that. You're missing the benefit. Do it mindfully. Aim for 10 repetitions, 2 to 3 times throughout your day. That's a full cycle. Sit to stand to sit. All right, we've got the front, quads, and the back, glutes, covered. But when you step up, what stops your entire hip from collapsing sideways? The secret is a small, mighty muscle called the gluteus medius, your hip stabilizer. The gluteus medius is your pelvic shield. It keeps your pelvis level and stable. If it's weak, you wobble, you use the railing too much, and your risk of a fall skyrockets. We target this with the lateral step up. You'll need a low step, maybe 4 to 6 inches. Start small. You can use the bottom step of your staircase. Stand sideways to the step. Plant one foot firmly on top. Make sure it's planted, not hanging off the edge. Use a wall or a railing for balance if you need it. Now, push up through the foot on the step. The bottom leg just comes up lightly to meet it. Don't push off the floor. Then step back down sideways. Focus point. The leg that is on the step is doing all the work. Feel the burning on the side of your hip. That's your gluteus medius screaming happily that it's being challenged. Mistake to avoid. Don't let your trunk lean way over to the side. Try to stay upright. That's usually a sign you're not using that gluteus medius correctly. Aim for 10 to 20 reps on one side, then switch. When you can do 20 easily, that's your cue to increase the challenge. Move to a higher step, like a standard 8-inch stair. Now, if this deep dive into the anatomy of movement is resonating with you, and you want more science-backed routines to keep you mobile and strong for decades to come, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Seriously, I release these targeted strength routines every week, and you don't want to miss the next one on balance. We've mastered going up the stairs. But what about the scary part? Going down is actually where most injuries and pain occur, especially knee pain. This leads us to exercise number 3, which is inspired by a groundbreaking 2022 study on older adults. It's simple, but it's remarkably effective at countering age-related muscle loss and making the descent safe. This is the weighted eccentric step down. Stand tall with both feet on the step facing down the staircase. Hold onto the railing, a wall, or a sturdy piece of furniture for support. Now, slowly, deliberately, lower one foot down to the floor. Don't rush. This should be a controlled 4-second descent. Then bring that foot back up, returning to the starting position. It's almost the exact replica of walking downstairs, but in slow motion. The 2022 study secret. The researchers found that adding weight, even just a 10 to 15 pound dumbbell held in the opposite hand, or wearing a simple weighted vest, takes this exercise to a whole new level. Why? Because you are maximizing that eccentric strengthening principle we talked about. You are using the step down to force your quads and glutes to handle more than just your body weight while they are lengthening. This builds muscle density and resilience incredibly fast. As you step down, your knee has a tendency to buckle inward. Do not let this happen. Keep your knee tracking straight over your second toe or even slightly out towards your pinky toe. This protects your knee joint from strain and injury. Aim for 10 to 20 focused repetitions on each leg. This is easily the most relevant exercise for stair climbing because it replicates the movement pattern perfectly while amplifying the muscle-building stimulus. Okay, you've mastered the 3 exercises, you've built the muscle, but sometimes, even with strength, that ingrained fear or pain remains. I've helped hundreds of patients conquer stairs pain-free, even right after a hip or knee surgery, by correcting 2 common, almost universal mistakes. Mistake number 1, pulling up. Patients grab the railing and pull their body up, relying on their arms instead of their legs. Mistake number 2, pushing straight up. They focus on vertical lift. Here's why both fail. When you pull or push straight up, your center of gravity, your body weight, is actually behind the step you're trying to climb. This forces your leg muscles to work harder, and it increases your risk of falling backward. The simple fix: lean forward. When you step up, imagine you are a runner at the starting line. Lean slightly forward through your hips, shifting your weight over your toes and over the step. This small, subtle shift does 2 things. First, it moves your body center of gravity into an advantageous position, making the lift feel lighter. Second, it allows gravity to gently assist your forward momentum, making stair climbing dramatically more efficient and safer. It's a biomechanical cheat code. Try it now. Seriously, stand up, find a step, and try it with the slight forward lean. You will feel an immediate difference.